Battle of Gods. That is the suspected movie title of the 18th Dragon Ball Z movie set for a March 2013 release in Japan. Today's video is going to be me analysing a picture I found on the internet last week, and I can't put the picture up on the screen for you, sorry, for two reasons actually. One, it would be heaps small regardless whether you put your quality up to like 720p and put full screen, and the fact that there might be some copyright issue with it. So I've linked the picture in the description below, so I'll give you guys a few seconds to click on it because I will be referring to it and I don't want you guys to be confused on what I'm talking about. Alright, so hopefully you've got the picture up. I'm going to try and stick to the top half for the first couple of minutes while I talk about it, then I'll sort of analyze with you the bottom half. So as you can see, there's Goku fighting a purple feline, possibly an Egyptian deity, with a being floating in the background. Now, everyone, including me, everyone thinks that the purple feline could be the primal enemy for this movie, but I also have an inkling that this feline thing may be actually just a generic minion of the floating being in the background, and the background being may even be the main enemy of this movie. But as the release date of the movie comes closer, we might get a little bit more information on what's going on and who the characters are for this movie. Now, if you quickly look under Goku's left arm, that's the arm he's holding the feline's elbow with, he's got an insignia on his training clothes. Now, I thought this was weird because Goku went through the whole Buu saga without any emblems on his training clothes, and seeing that this movie is based after the Buu saga and in between the 28th World Martial Arts Tournament, I found it kind of weird that he actually had the insignia on his clothes. Who knows, maybe it represents something for the movie, or he decided to put on his old training clothes. I don't know, maybe it'll be explained, maybe it won't. That was just sort of something I picked up on. Okay, so the bottom half of the poster, hang on, I just got to zoom in a little bit to get a clearer look at it. So you've got Majin Buu, Goten, Gohan, Trunks, Bulma, Piccolo, and what looks like to be Videl. That in the red skirt is what everyone seems to believe to be Videl. Now, I don't know if she's wearing those clothes for any specific reason, or because she's actually gonna fight in the movie, because they sort of look like fighting clothes for some reason. That's what they remind me of. But as you'll see, Gohan is not in his mystic state anymore. Now, there have been a few theories to why this might be. One of the more popular, more seen ones by me I have seen is the fact that he was absorbed by Majin Buu, and that sort of probably either locked or he got his mystic powers extracted from him when he was absorbed. Sort of like how Vegito was split back into Goku and Vegeta when he was absorbed. But then again, this could be speculation and details closer to the release, or in the movie it may even be explained. And Vegeta's in his Saiyan armor. To me, this was a shock because I actually preferred Vegeta in his Buu Saga getup, in his tank top sort of deal. I wasn't necessarily a really big fan of the Saiyan armor. I sort of liked the tank top look a little bit better, especially when he was Super Saiyan. It made him look a little bit cooler. But other than that, you can see a couple of other characters in the background. They could be Tien and Yamcha and maybe even Krillin, but they look a little too pixely to make out, so who knows. They could be Krillin, Tien and Yamcha, but they could even be new characters, like people that they need to defend, or I don't know. They're, again, probably speculation and probably be released later on. Now, hopefully on the website that I've linked you to, there will be this little bit of information at the bottom. It reads, Dragon Ball Z 2013. Battle of Gods movie will be the 18th movie in the Dragon Ball anime series. It takes place between Dragon Ball manga chapters 517 and 518. Now, I'm assuming that that's the end of the Buu saga and the beginning of the World Martial Arts Tournament or something like that. I haven't read any of the manga, so if you have that and you'd like to correct me or let me know what that is, that would be awesome. In the 10-year time skip after Buu's defeat and before the 28th Martial Arts Tournament, Akira Toriyama, along with Toei Animation, Fox International Productions Japan, Shueisha, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Fuji TV, Bandai, and Namco Bandai Games are involved. Now, when I read that Namco Bandai Games are involved, that got me... I know that struck my interest because Namco Bandai Games are the ones that have things to do with, like, the Dragon Ball Z games, obviously. So I was thinking that if they were involved with this sort of movie, that maybe in a future Dragon Ball game or the next Dragon Ball game that we may even see either the purple feline being in the poster in the next Dragon Ball Z game or a future game, as well as possibly the floating being in the background, or maybe even other enemies that are placed in the movie. But time will tell when the next games are released, or next games are released, and we'll probably see a few familiar faces from this movie. And to continue on, the latest Dragon Ball Z movie is set to release in Japan in theaters March 30, 2013. There is no word on a North American or European release date at this time. Now, being Dragon Ball Z, I'm assuming that we can assure ourselves a dub. So, the Funimation dub with, like, Chris Sabat, Sean Schemmel, Kaya Leiber, all the people that were in the original anime. We can probably hope for that, considering it is Dragon Ball Z and all the movies up to now were dubbed. So anyway, that was my thoughts and analysis on this hopefully promotional poster for the next Dragon Ball Z movie, Battle of Gods. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you excited for this? Or do you think it's going to be meh? Do you hope that they extend the time on this movie and make it a little bit longer than the original, or the 40 minutes that they've made previous movies? That's something I'm hoping for. I hope they make it a little longer than previous Dragon Ball Z movies. It would be good to see a little bit of length in the movies. So yeah, tell me what you think. Are you excited? What are your thoughts? Anyway, that's it for today's video. Until my next Dragon Ball upload, have a fantastic day.